What's up, everyone? Let's see here. Welcome. Twitch University, September 21st. We are here. What's up, Holly? Happy Monday. How are we doing? Laney, good evening. How we doing? Oh, Holly, shoot. We have to figure out our polls. We'll think about our polls as we go forward. Shirley D, welcome. How are you? Eve, what's going on? What's up, Trish? Great to see you all. What's up, Flossie? Remind me to share your tip you showed me yesterday, Flossie. I'm going to share that with everyone. What up, Songbird? What's up, Big Al? Okay, put the question right here in the chat. Daytime, what's up? Trish, yeah, you can put the, what are you cooking? First of all, what are you cooking? Second of all, put your question in the chat. Hold on for a minute. Let me show you my face here. Here we are. Double Spirit, hello. All right. Just cruising right along. Yep, so we... Ooh, good question. Trish, we're going to highlight that question. We'll talk about that a couple times. Big Wilma, hello. What's good, DJ Daz? Lucky Dog, hello. Marcia, hello. Lisa, the X, hello. All right, so this question, we're going to get right to it. So Trish asked this question on whether or not having people follow you before they allow the chat is beneficial. I'll let some of the other DJs chime in as well. But to me, I do not feel that is beneficial. I think that kind of limits your chat. And if people want to test you out or, you know, just kind of see how it is, we welcome everyone. That's my opinion. I'll let other DJs kind of chime in. But some DJs do that just so they can get the followers, especially on raids. But that's just my opinion. I'll let like DJ Daz, maybe Ageless. What's up, Ageless? Good to see you here. Chime in on the question that's on the screen there. But that's an excellent question. What is your opinion, Trish? And that dinner sounds very nice. So Parmesan is really good. What's up, Vince Adams? How we doing? Sonia, I think that's how we pronounce it. What's up, Chanel B? Nice set today. Enjoy that. So yeah, good. Come on in. That's a good question. I'll let other DJs chime in. And you can give us your opinion. As you have more questions, just put them in the chat. This is the open Q&A first part. We have 3 open Q&As. Oh, the hype train. So that's a good one too. Any info to my question regarding the hype train? You asked about the emotes, correct, LaDon? What's up, DJ Van Sodell? Leisha, hello, how are you? All right, DJ Rowe. Okay, thank you. Anyone should be able to check you out as well. Yeah, definitely. I agree. So I'm gonna put your comment up there. I like that. That's true. It is a little off-putting. Yeah. Select a 720. What's up, sir? I agree with you, Trish. It can be a little off-putting. So it's really the opinions. Yeah. So this is Ageless right here. So we got some good comments here. Put these comments up here. Mike C Music. Hello, by the way. Yeah, for an hour. I've seen 5 hours as well. That's interesting. That's good there too. So that's interesting. What's up, DJ Fudge? I agree. Yeah, here. So this is it. So yeah, good. All right. So there's another question that LaDon asked about emotes. We love our emotes. We were asking. Oh, okay. So that's good, Chanel. I'm gonna come back to that one as well. Well, here, I'm gonna put your question up here now. So someone added I dance. That means that in some chats, they have different bots or commands where you can put little commands in there like shout out, exclamation point SO. I have ones you can do exclamation point age. And select is funny. That must be a command that they saw being used in a different chat, which you can also add to yours as well. Sometimes people like to see different commands that are that are allowed in the chat. So that's what that was, Chanel B. You can add it if you like, or, you know, just add your own twist to it. The commands are fun. What's up, Just Jen? How we doing? How do you get your own emotes? This is good too. So once you get to affiliate status, so DJ Roll, let me put up the slide here in terms of how to get to affiliate status. Once you get to affiliate status, then you can get your emotes. So let's go here to affiliate status. And if you're a creator, like even if you're not a DJ and you want to stream, you can stream and get to affiliate status, and then you can get emotes. But this is what you need to get affiliate. 500 total minutes broadcast, 7 unique broadcast days in the last 30 days, 3 concurrent viewers, and 50 followers. Once you do that, you'll open up the emote slots. And here's how the emote slots work. In the affiliate, once you get 50 subscriber points, then you get 5 emote slots, plus a tier 2 and a tier 3. So that's how that works for the emotes and the slots. And then once you really get the partner, then it opens up the slots here as well. So it opens up all the slots as well. Like you can get up to, I think it's 60 emotes as well. I think that's the top number there. So hopefully DJ Roll answered your question. What's up, Heaven's Girl? Thank you for asking. Save the leftovers for us, Trish. Okay, so that's that. So then LaDawn asked the question. Yes, don't play any Erykah Badu videos that have her taking off her bra selector. So then there, LaDawn asked a question about the hype train emotes. So, you know, we're on a hype train and we get all those emotes. Sometimes it looks like, oh, I've got them all, but we have something else that I discovered here, hype train emotes. So I'm gonna put this on the screen here. So there's basically 25 hype train emotes you can get, but there are the bonus ones. So I would check your emotes to see if you have any of these 4 bonus ones that are on the far right. The peace sign, the little critter there, looks like a banana. Those are the bonus ones. So you can get up to 30. And if you're ever on someone's stream and they are set to like insane, which means that you have to donate and give a lot to max out a hype train, then you can get even more bonus emotes as well. So hopefully, I'm gonna go to the comments here and LaDawn, let me know if that answers your question. But check your emotes to see if you have those 30. See if you have all those 30 or the bonus ones. What's up, Sade? How are you? Good. So I'm glad I answered that question, DJ Ro. Please continue to answer any other questions as well. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's true. Those bonus emails, if you earn the emotes, hold on. Let me see here. If whoever their stream set to difficult or stream to bonus, and then if they have it to insane, there's additional bonus ones as well. So I think Songbird, Jen just answered your question, so that's good there. What's up, DJ Eclipse? So that's that there. So they had lots of emotes, lots of hidden ones as well. So there you go. Good. Let me look here. Okay, good. Any other? What's up, DJ Cavi Slow? Welcome. So I answered that, LaDawn. So let me know if that made sense to you. Those are the emotes. Let's see here. We also had, there's some DJs here, the plugins. Okay, so here we go. Some more stuff here as well. So we're going to look through here. I wanted to talk about, what's up, DJ Elwood, DJ Chansey? I think that's how you pronounce it. How are you? What's up, Brax? All right, good. Those 5 are the insane emotes. Thank you. What's up, DJ Winnie? Thank you. Good. So I wanted to talk really quickly. This is a common question. The Twitch payment schedule. So let me take off Jen's lovely comment here. I'm going to do that real quick. So for DJs out there who are looking to get paid, so what happens is that okay, now it's September 21st. So once September 30th happens, you'll get paid on October 15th for what you earn in September. That's how it works. And it's pretty quickly right after. And so that's what happens. If you have your payout method set to PayPal, is usually the quickest, 1 to 2 days. If you want to get a check, 1 to 2 weeks. If you have the bank transfer, that's about 3 to 5 days. And that one makes it a little harder to get approved as well. So that's kind of the payment. I know that comes up a lot, and we're going to come back to this. Let's see what else there. Good. So that's just the payment schedule there. Also wanted to talk, and we'll cover this here. But now you know, Vance, now you know it all makes sense. So keep asking any questions. Also, we'll talk about this a little later. this is a tip that Flossie shared with me, but also congratulations, Chanel B. That's good. Get you some emotes up there so we can share it. What's up, Crazy Creighton? I'm gonna take this off real quick. So that's that there. If you want to use emotes that you use on Twitch when you're texting with the iPhone, you just go to send a text message. You tap on the little app button, scroll over to Twitch. You'll see Twitch in there. You hit the Twitch button, and then you can find and share and text back and forth with all your emotes. That's a shout out to Flossie who shared that with me, and then as well, Little Miss Ninja. So Miss Ninja was the one who shared that with Flossie, who's a friend of the family. So that's a cool one if you want to text out and share your emotes. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so hold on. Oh, Miss Vale is here. How are we doing? Okay, so let me go back to the questions. Good questions. Keep them coming in, please. Good stuff here. Agree here. Okay. So is it true that you can only participate and see a hype train from a computer? Yes, so hype trains, you can only see them from the desktop. However, you can still give subscriptions, give bits, give everything to help us build the hype train. And you usually, like, DJs will announce it and they'll share it. Hype train going on level 2, level 3. You can't see it on mobile yet. I'm assuming they will change that because what we've discovered very quickly is that the majority of our users are on mobile. So that's that answer to that question. Good question, Eve. Thank you. Let's see here. I caught you late. You're gonna have to stay late, Gary Gillespie. Okay, so good question, Ms. Vale. Do partners make more money than affiliates? Generally speaking, yes. Not all the ways, but the main difference is that for your subscriptions, when you're an affiliate, you get 50% of the subscription. So if you have a person who subscribes for $5, you get $250. When you're a partner, based on what I know, you get 70% of that. So you get $350. Also, you get a bigger share of the advertising revenue from what I know. So that's the answer to that question. Good question, though, Ms. Vale. Can't wait to hear you a little bit later. So keep them coming in. Let's see here. There you go. Tablet is the same as mobile. So Numi, the tablet is the same as mobile. And yeah. So there's see here. Okay. It works on, oh, this is good for the tip. It works on Android too. This is for if you want to text with your emotes instead of the regular emotes. You have to install the Twitch keyboard, but it's there also. So, you know, I love that tip. Thank you, Flossie, for sharing that one, because I'm going to be using my emotes, Mariah and Chuck Brown. So that's good. And Babyface too. Let's see here. Okay, good. Keep putting the questions in there. I want to double check my monitor here. Awesome. Okay, good. So that's there. Let's see what else I wanted to share early on. Oh, we're going to do this one too. This is cool. I think DJ Daz, you can explain because you talked about this one before. And so Angie, so I'm going to pull this up here. Angie, when you say this, what are the bits value? 100 bits equals $1. So if you're like, you're throwing up a bit, 1 bit, that's 1 penny. Let me show you the bits thing here as well. Bits, sharing bits here. So 1 bit equals 1 penny. So yeah, so this right here, show love 50, that means you're 50 cents, cheer 50, hey guys 50. So we get 100%. So if you do 100 bits, that's $1 for the streamer. $1 for the streamer. And then here, thank you, Jen, for answering that, is someone asked about, oh, if you're using your computer, I'm going to go over some extensions for you here. So the first extension, you can, for your Chrome browser, I think you can install Better Twitch TV, and it will let you change kind of the color of the chat. It will also let you have the dark mode. It will also, it allows you to do more with the emotes. It's a really cool extension. I know DJ Daz, who's here, uses it. I haven't used it yet, but I'll let him explain that as well. That's one extension, if you're on Chrome, that will help you, viewers, for all our viewers, that will help you increase your experience. It works really well that way. So that's that. Also, 2 more. So here is, let's see here. So Twitch Now, this will show you, like, you'll show you who's live that you follow on your browser, so you don't have to go back and forth between the app. You can just have this browser extension on your browser, Chrome, and it'll pop up and it'll just show you who's live right now that you follow. So if you want to stay off Twitch but see who's live, it'll do that. And then you can click on that and do some other things. It's really comprehensive. And then the Twitch mini player, which means that instead of having the whole Twitch window open, if you just wanted to maybe have the player open and then click another button to have the chat pop up, you can get the Twitch mini player, which will sit on top of your browser or your tabs and allow you to watch it that way too. So these are two different Twitch, well, three Chrome plugins that will help improve your viewing experience. So I'm gonna go over this as well, and then we're gonna bring Vince on real quick. So let me just go here and look at the questions. So yeah, y'all are helping there. Perfect. Someone had a question I wanted to answer. Okay, good. So yes, you get so right here, you get 100% of the bits because it charges the user more than with the bits cost. So I think to get 1,200 bits is like $15.95. So if someone sends you 100 bits, that goes right to your account. So you get 100% of the bits. So that's correct. Yes. Let me see that. That's good. All right, hold on. We're good. All right, good. So we get our first guest here, Vince Adams. All right.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you doing? I'm going to put you in this little bubble here. I like this better.
Cool. Good day.
All right, welcome. So everyone here, I'd like to introduce you to DJ Vince Adams. He's with us. Phenomenal DJ, great person. We want to ask you some quick questions. You've been very successful in terms of getting on Twitch. Well, first, when you first started off, I think you first started with Facebook, and then you brought your people over to Twitch. So that's the first question, is how are you so successful in getting your tribe, your community over to Twitch?
The first thing I want to say is thanks for having me. Definitely appreciate you, Imani.
Of course.
Ashamedly, I'll say this is my first Twitch University, and I'm like super behind. So I need to hang out here on Monday. So I appreciate your service to us. And the second thing is that I'm actually looking only at you. I'm not looking at the Twitch chat. So what's up to everybody? If you say what's up or anything like that, I can't see it because during the parties, I read the chat constantly. And if I had the chat up, I wouldn't be paying as much attention to you. So you have my full undivided attention. Now, for the question, essentially, we talked about this a little bit. Thank you so much for having me in our one-on-one for your podcast. Is that I think that the key thing to connecting with people is to create value for why they should follow you. So let's say that you put up a flyer on Instagram. The flyer shouldn't say, hey, Instagram cuts us off. I'm tired of rebooting. It's more like, hey, Crystal, hey, Todd, hey, Derek, hey, Sherry, how would you like to have an uninterrupted party experience? Join me on Twitch. And it sucks to see Muhammad Ali has gone live, LL Cool J has gone live, Naomi Campbell's gone live on Instagram. All of those pop-ins, how about coming someplace where you don't have the distractions? You can come, the sound is better, you can actually party with me, go and check a text message. The phone can still be used, while you're listening to the music. Really create value for people and explain to them why this is a better user experience as opposed to kind of like come follow me or I need you or I'm used to having 75 people in my Instagram party and only have 22 in my Twitch party. One is repetition, the number of exposures, but I think the main thing is to create value.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
And so that I feel like that's what I did is really created value, not like off of my name, but off the features of Twitch, and then said we can have a better time together.
Great. To continue with that, what are maybe 2 or 3 tips for viewers? So people who are watching you on Twitch to help make their experience better. What can they do with their phones, their tablets, their computers to make the viewing experience even better?
First thing I would say is get off your phone. I think that, the level of care that you put into your sight and sound, when I see all of the emotes popping around the screen, for what you do, for the things that I do, that it's really meant for a big screen experience or at least a big sound experience. So when people, if they have their earbuds in or something like that, that's cool because, you're getting that personal thing. But when you can really give a bass check and you're turning up your bass, it really kind of gives you the best opportunity. Here's the most succinct way to put it. Putting Twitch on a bigger sound system gives you the best opportunity to replicate what you would get in the club in your home. That's really it. It really is, because in most states you can't put 150, 200 people in a room. So if you can put 200 people virtually in a place, but recreate the sound, the energy that has, that brings you that much closer. So let me say this super quick. If you're watching, let's say, a movie, let's say you're watching Armageddon. I don't know why I pulled that out, but you're watching it on your phone.
Right.
You're going to get a little bit more engrossed in the movie if you put it up on your big screen. You're going to get even more engrossed in the movie if you put it on your big screen and your surround sound. That's the number one thing that I would tell a person, is you'll get more into the party when you're really in the party, as opposed to it being on your phone. So that's the first thing. The second thing I would do is say, help grow the audience. If you know 5, 7, 10 other people that you would run across if you were at a club, invite them to the next party. Say, Trish called me and said, hey, you've got to check out Selector 720. He's on right now. This guy is incredible. I immediately stopped what I was doing and went into a Selector 720 party. She invited me to the party.
Yes.
And that's the number 2 thing that a person can do, is simply invite people to the party and have them experience it for themselves.
Okay. What is maybe some tips for new DJs who are just starting out streaming to kind of get off the ground running?
1, build a flyer. The number 1 thing that I would tell DJs is that you're not a DJ, you're a promoter. The number 1 thing you can do is promote what you're doing on Twitch to the existing audience that you have. So there are 2 different types of DJs out there. There's one, a DJ who did not necessarily have a physical audience following, but they're like, hey, this is a good time for me to, have fun, get on. So, there's that DJ who didn't necessarily have a physical following. And then there's a second DJ who, they get played to pay at club. They get paid to play at clubs, that sort of thing. So I'm talking to number 2, the person that actually has an established audience, but now due to, social distancing, don't have the same opportunities to work. That person, become your own best spokesman through promotion. So don't just go live and pop up and expect for everybody to follow into your party and, hey man, can I get your next raid? Or like, that's not really the way to do it. It's really to build value with the person that you were in the clubs with organically, or what you were doing in the physical sense. So the first thing I would do is get with a professional graphic artist and say, now DJ XYZ, the man, is on Twitch exclusively. Why do I say Twitch exclusively? If people can see you on Facebook, they won't sign up for a Twitch account.
Yes.
If people can sign up, if people can see you on Instagram. So when you're, broadcasting to 4 different platforms at the same time, not as a preview, because I broadcast on Facebook as a preview and say, I'm shutting down Facebook before they shut me down, and maybe give a 10-minute preview of a 4-hour party.
Right.
So, that's, again, a promotional method as opposed to a DJ method. So I think that a lot of DJs approach Twitch as they are DJs. You're not a DJ now, you're a promoter. And that's the number 1 thing that'll build your following, is actually creating that promotional platform, not just how many days and what ranks you hit and that sort of thing. All
right. Another question is, what is your most important piece of technology that you use for streaming?
Wow. Okay. Good question. I had a 2020, which I'm on now, 2020 MacBook Pro. Right. And I was using that for OBS to start with. And OBS is kind of like the industry standard at this point for gamers, YouTubers, and DJs now. It's kind of like a free way that you can, get on board and start to interlace different things visually. I was using a 2020 MacBook Pro. OBS was taxing the hell out of the computer, and it was like a top of the line computer. And what I came to know is that actually OBS is better designed for PC than it is for Mac. So I went out and made an investment to a high level gaming PC. So a top of the line, or, pretty, the Dell Alienware R10, that's what I use. I don't mind sharing, but it's like a $1,800 computer, at least at the point that I got it. But here's what I told myself: if I have an absolutely just solid state platform that I can grow with for the next 3-4 years. This thing is AR capable, and
Good.
augmented reality capable, and all these different things. I was like, this is a very small investment relative to buying two 1200s, so buying a top of the line controller. Now,
Right.
if this is my business, I need to make an investment in order to do that. So you don't have to go that far up, but I would tell a person, get $1,000 PC,
Mhm.
put yourself in a position to make, a couple $100s a week. It's paid for itself, just, and that type of investment is big. So that's the number one thing, is my Dell Alienware R10.
Okay, great investment. I want to go back to when you talked about streaming to multiple platforms. That's a hot topic amongst all the DJs, and just share your philosophy a little bit more about why you really have kind of gone all into Twitch, and what do you think the future holds for you streaming exclusively on Twitch?
Number one, Twitch is a community. Twitch is a vibe. Twitch is so much more than just I'm watching the party. What I call Facebook parties are lurkers. Those are people kind of like looking over the fence, like, hey, what's going on over there? Where the Twitch people are actually there to party. So it's kind of like the difference between the crowded dance floor and the wallflowers. Facebook, Instagram, those are people that just kind of like want to see what's happening. And those aren't people that are really going to promote you. Those aren't people that are going to create the community that I think that anybody would want, because to a certain extent, you're simulating a physical, exchange. You're simulating a physical venue. And so when you think about a physical venue, would you want a venue with holes in the ceiling and people could get rained on? And that's how I see Facebook and Instagram. It's not like the venue virtually that creates what I would want to recreate that we had physically. Twitch has the nice walls, the sound system, the laser lights, everything that you would want to recreate. So why would I kind of splinter off my energy looking at an Instagram chat and a Facebook chat when all the energy is on Twitch?
Right.
For
Okay.
promotional purposes, yes, but
Got
to
it.
kind of like maintain for hours, all of these multiple platforms, and did this go down and let me re-trigger this? Never.
Yes.
I'm sorry, kind of definitive on it.
It's okay. That's cool. That's cool. How do you watch Twitch? What's your preference for
Man,
watching?
oh, excellent question. I've got several TVs. And they have Apple TV, Fire Stick, and sometimes I'm trying to just watch, man, and I get sucked in, and I got to grab my phone. But it's cool to be able to text on my phone. But if I had to give you a percentage, and this is a pie, 50% of it is on my 27-inch iMac.
Okay.
So I've got a big iMac with a 2.1 Klipsch sound system, subwoofer. Incredible sound, and I've got Bose, Quiet Comfort headphones. I'm either on the headphones if Kalila, is asleep, or I'm actually playing on the Klipsch, and it sounds incredible.
Okay.
That's 50%. The other 50% of the time, I'm on one of the big screens with either the Fire Stick or the Apple TV, but I'm having fun in the chat on my phone as well. I can't get away from the chat.
Yeah.
0% of the time am I on my phone. I'm not watching it on the phone.
You're just using the phone for the chat, because I know a question comes up about using the Amazon Fire Stick and getting your emotes, but you kind of do two things. You have it there and you use your phone for the chat, correct?
Right. I do trigger, emotes from the chat. But, if I pop in and say hey to a couple people and there's like a few to come in, I'm like, oh, shit, let me go and grab my phone, like trying to scroll back through, log in so that I don't miss, it's kind of fun. But that's what I'm saying relative to the community. I never don't want to speak when I come in and say hey and give hugs. And, we're really creating the new normal here. So that's a part of it.
Excellent. Final question is really, first tell everyone how they can follow you and find you on Twitch, and then any last minute words of wisdom or advice for streamers and viewers.
Absolutely. DJ Vince Adams, just as you see it here. So Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything, LinkedIn. Any way that you would want to find me, it's DJ Vince Adams as it's written there. Here's what I would say to DJs. I love the community. I love the viewing community. This would not work without them. Let me share a point of advice to the streamer or the person with an account. You're not a DJ. Like, that's the biggest pivot that I could give anyone. You're the venue, not just the promoter. You're the venue. And what I mean by that is, for every person's capability, whether you have OBS, whether you're using a mobile phone, think of yourself as not just I'm playing music. You're really creating a virtual venue for people. Your venue could be used for parties. Your venue could be used for fundraisers. Your venue could be used for anniversary get together. You have a venue. So when I do my private events, I don't mind sharing. I charge a hell of a lot more for a private event virtually than I used to charge, which was a hell of a lot physically. But now I'm not just giving you a 2 hour performance fee. I'm actually creating a venue for you that you can't have these days, because if you want 150 people or 400 people or whatever it is, you would have to pay a physical venue for, the bar guarantee or security or a coat check or catering, whatever comes along with that event. And so many DJs do a Zoom party, let's say it was Zoom,
right,
for what they would charge for a physical party. If it's your Zoom account, you've got somebody manning the spotlight, you're a venue, you're not a DJ. So I would tell DJs to kind of like think a little bit more out the box in this virtual era. It's out here because there is no competition. It's just, you and maybe the next DJ. What are you doing to create the best venue, not necessarily to be the best DJ? That's the parting advice that I would give.
Excellent advice. Thank you for your time. We appreciate your wisdom. We're gonna
appreciate the family. I'm about to hop back in and hang out.
All right, come back in the chat for sure. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you, bro. Always.
All right. So that was really good there. So great advice. You can put any questions, any thoughts there. Let's see here. That was dope advice, DJ. I agree. Let me keep going back and forth here. We're gonna have our mod segment coming up real soon. Let's see here. Oh, so this is a question that comes up very frequently, and I wanted to kind of go through it here since we have a lot of what shall we say? A lot of streamers and a lot of DJs in here, but also a lot of viewers who want to know. They always hear about us. Thank you for the follow, DJ Kotick. I hope I pronounced that right. They want to know. We all talk about path to partner and why we're striving to get partner, grow our viewership. So I wanted to share some information and get people to ask questions because it's a hot topic. I see you, Spinurita, who also talked about how we're not DJs anymore. We're more like broadcasters, same concept. So, great minds think alike here. So what I wanted to share here is, okay, so a lot of people, we showed you the details about affiliate. So here's kind of partner, what the goals are for partner. And so you hear a lot of us talk about path to partner, stream for 25 hours in the last 30 days, stream for 12 different days in 30 days. And the third one is the most challenging one, which is reach 75 avid viewers for the last 70 days. That's probably the toughest requirement. It takes a lot of work. So a couple things here. First, if you achieve these, you will then get a little notification that says you can then apply to be a partner. So when you apply to be a partner, this is from me talking to a bunch of people who have achieved partner. It might take them 5 to 7 days to approve you. It could take them 5 or 6 weeks. I know Flossie and I follow a DJ, Tyler. It took them 5 or 6 weeks to approve his partnership application. So that's also, which is why we kind of talked about the equality of achieving partnership. Just how some people can get affiliate in a day or two because they know someone on the inside. That is also true for you to get partner. If you know someone on the inside and you have work your connections and they could maybe give you partnership before you achieve the $75 average. Or if maybe you have some good corporate connections and maybe you say, oh, well, I think I want to leave Twitch and do a different platform. It's just like real life. So I wanted to say that because I see a lot of DJs get upset or send me whispers or DMs about, well, why did this person get it? And he has low or she has low numbers and all that. So I wanted to share that. Also, if you look at the note at the bottom, it says, please note that the path to partner achievement lists the minimum criteria that we look for in potential partners and that completing this achievement does not guarantee partnership. So they'll look once you get the partner, they'll look to see, okay, is this DJ, is she streaming to multiple platforms in addition to Twitch? Is she streaming on like Mixcloud and Facebook? Okay, or is this DJ, is he, what is his streams about? Does he kind of cover controversial topics, things like that? So they'll look, it's not all guaranteed. And even when you apply, you might not get approved, but you can apply again. And if you apply and get accepted as partner, you can get it revoked if you violate the terms of services. There's a list of things that you do as well. So that's one thing on the path to partner. Hold on for a minute. Let me look through here and see. Okay, so I'm going to look through the questions here in a minute. So I want to leave that up there. Let's see here. I think this is the Path to Partner 3. So this is kind of how they look at your thing. They'll look at your engagement, your audio, your visual quality, your overall branding, how unique your channel is. You can read all that as well. They'll look through how often you stream. They like for you to stream more because you stream more people will stay on the platform. They'll look at your community, how active your chat is online. They'll also look at your social media accounts as well. They do all this. Okay. Yes, Holly, I'll change that. We turn this off. And they'll look at that as well. Let me go to the next one. And this is what you kind of get for partner status. So you'll get like, ad monetization. You'll get up to 60 emotes, like I said before. You get the custom cheer modes, and the payouts change. That's changed. But the payout fees, when they pay us using PayPal, there's a fees, and it comes out of our earnings, where if you're a partner, they pay the payout fees as well. So that's pretty interesting. Also, let me see what else here. And then these are pretty much the same. You get the check mark, the blue check mark as well. And it also allows you more flexibility for your viewers to adjust the bit rate that they're watching you perform on, which is really important for the viewers as well. So I'm going to pause here. And let me go to the chat and look at some questions, because there's a lot that came in here. And I see my two other guests are here waiting. I see you too. How are you all doing? Let's see here. We're going to go back here. So let's see. So this question here, yes, you can, from what I know, you can only email just your subs. That's from what I know of the real DJ Jaybird. That's what I found out so far. Just people who have subbed to you. So that's all. So here we go. So do your settings affect viewers buffering? So what we've found, and we've kind of tested this one out as well. This is what DJ Chance asked, is if you have a lot going on in your stream, a lot of videos, that can slow down sometimes people's, let me think here, how their phone or their device is interpreting and kind of working the data through the system. That can slow that down. So I'm going to show you another slide as well that'll show you if you are watching on a device and it's buffering, you can go on and lower instead of auto, you can lower the quality of the stream, and that usually helps out as well in terms of making it buffer less. Okay, so good there. Eve asked right here. That just is a decision that the DJ makes, that they don't want to offer channel points for their stream. That's just a decision they make. Channel points are really a cool way to engage and interact with your community. And so I would suggest to highly take advantage of that. So maybe they just didn't know about channel points and didn't want to do that. So that's just a decision by the streamer, but that doesn't mean that it's going to affect their partner status or anything like that. So hold on. Let me see here. So hopefully I answer that question, answer that one as well. Let's see here, keep going through these questions. So Vince, I'll put this up there as well. When he's in the car, he does listen on mobile. Okay, this is good Eclipse as well. When you do your tax info, when you become affiliate, I also recommend if you have a PayPal, use that. You'll get approved quicker than bank as well. So that's good. Let me look through here. Keep asking these questions. Oh, great stuff, everyone. Great stuff, everyone. Hold on. What's up, Vader Mix here? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good here. All right, so we got about 5 or 6. Let's see here. So many. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if someone can confirm this. That's an interesting point, D-Man. As we learn together, emails go out to previous subs as well. That would answer another question. So say someone, if anyone in the chat can confirm this, if you used to be subbed to someone, then you unsubscribed or didn't renew it, do you still get emails from them? If someone could let us know that as well, that'd be great. Okay, so Ohio Jumbo, I think I answered that question. It just allows you to get the blue check mark. You get more revenue earning from Twitch, and it gives you more features on your channel. So hopefully I answered your question there. But that's a great question, because it's important for the the audience and the community to know this is what we're kind of striving for, and it's important, and it's a good goal to get. Yes, Sunshine, the channel numbers on the bottom of the chat to the left, it'll have a number that keeps increasing. That's what that is what channel points are, and you can use them for a variety of things depending on what channel has activated as well. So let me go through here. So how, I wonder, Jen, you get emails from people you follow. That's interesting. We have to figure out how to do that. So let me think here. We'll have to figure out how to do that because I'm not sure how to do that. So let's add that to our takeaways. Hold on. Make a little list here for the corporate talk. We have at the parking lot. We're going to make a list here for the parking lot. And so I'm going to put like emails to followers. Okay, let's see here. Generic Twitch emails. So that means that these emails when they go live, right? You don't get those special emails. Like I sent out an email today for the subscribers that gave you the channel, the agenda for the Twitch. So you can get an email from that as well. And this is a good question from Vince, which you all can answer as well. So that's a good question from there. Hold on. Yeah, let's see here. So that's a good question. And then here, when I say that, I mean, there's other ways to email. You could email people that subscribe to you to give them a more personal and special email. Like, this is my schedule for the week. Hope you join me. Those are common as well. But you all will probably get emails from people saying, oh, you know, Flossy DJ just went live, or DJ Classics just went live. And it will tell you kind of the topic or the subject for their stream. So that's also, so let me know that. Let me check something really quickly. Thank you, Songbird. Okay, so this is good. This is good. So there was one thing I wanted to show because we had some follow-up from last week. Okay, couple things. One person said or asked, how do you test your stream before you go live? So there's two ways I found out as well. Let me show you this really quickly. Hope I uploaded it. Yes. Okay. So here, let me take this off here. I agree, Heaven's Girl. Oh, let me see here. Thank you for that follow. So if you're a streamer, you go to inspector.twitch.tv. This will let you go live, but not really go live, but it'll show you if you have any buffering issues, if you have any like capacity issues with your computer, how clean your stream is. This will show you that. You can use that, inspector.twitch.tv. And then the third thing is that if you really want to see how it looks, you can create it like another second account and just go live with this dummy account. And that's the most popular way that I saw where people test out their streams. So use this one to kind of test how well your technology is working for the stream. And if you want to see how it looks, just create like a second or spare account and use that. Those are the best two ways I found out so far. So I wanted to share that. And then before we get to our guests, we had a great question about green screen usage for video. So you'll see the link, and I'll put the link up as well. But there's a video that I found that really breaks it down in terms of how to use your green screen, but also it shows you a good lighting tip. So I'm going to show you that video really quickly, and then we'll get to our mod chat as well.
Hi, I'm Steggy from Elgato, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can chroma key your webcam in OBS. Now, you might have seen a lot of streamers using green screens in their streams, and you might be considering whether you should add one to yours. Whether your background is distracting, or maybe things just get a little messy from the aspects of everyday life, or maybe you just want to have a little bit of fun and place yourself in front of a fun background, it's actually really easy to do this in your stream. First, you want a green screen. And while any green screen can work for this, the extent to which it works does depend on the quality of lighting up your green screen, or how flat that green screen is, because creases and folds create different shadows, which can affect the quality of your chroma key. So for the best results, we do recommend using Elgato Green Screen, which provides an incredibly flat green panel for really great chroma keying results. Next, you'll want to light yourself. Now the goal with lighting is 1, to make you look good, and 2, to minimize the shadows on the green screen so that it's removed better by your software. For the best results, we recommend using 2 lights coming at you at about a 45-degree angle. And for the best results, we also recommend Elgato Key Light because it offers really great quality lighting, it's got a low-profile desk mounting system, and you can easily control it via software. And best yet, because Elgato Key Light is such a soft casting light, you can actually get away with just using one of them to light your green screen if you do the setup as shown. Lastly, for your webcam, this tutorial will work with traditional webcams like the Logitech C920, but for the best results, using a real camera with Elgato Cam Link will result in a better picture with more detail and clarity, which will help your software removing the green screen background. Next, we'll want to set up our streaming software. For this tutorial, we'll be using OBS as it's free, it's really robust, but also pretty straightforward in how to use. And there's also just a ton of educational content out for it there, considering it's been such a popular app for so many years. So if you search OBS tutorials on YouTube, you'll find a million results. Now we'll want to add the webcam or cam link to OBS by adding a video capture device like shown. Now, right-click the source you've added, click Filters, and then we're going to add a chroma key filter. You should be able to leave most of these sliders alone, but just move this similarity slider until you're happy with how much of the green screen is removed from the image. Once you're done, click Close, and now your background is removed. And now you can choose your background. You can choose any kind of image or looping video to be your background. And you can do so by just dragging the file into your source list and placing that layer underneath the webcam layer. Just keep in mind, if it is a video layer, you do want to right-click the source, click Properties, and check this box so that the video does loop. And it's as simple as that. Now you can change your background to any image, any video, or you can remove the background completely and just have your webcam right on top of the game for a truly immersive experience. Once again, I'm Steggy from Elgato, and until our next video, good luck and have fun.
All right, good. So I wanted to do something else really quickly because there were some good questions that came in here. So Eclipse, that's a really good question. Once you make partner, do you have to maintain a 75 viewer average to keep it? No. It can drop as well. They won't revoke it, but that's just to get it. Once you get it, you don't have to maintain that. So that's a good question there. And there was one more here. Let's see here. And then also Selecta said, yes, as Holly said, it'll be in the Discord. I'll put the links to the video in the Discord under tech help. So they'll be there. I'll put them all there. And that's a good video because I wanted for you all to see the lighting, because that's really important with lighting. If you use lighting, that helps, especially if it's right in front of you as well. So this is good advice too. Okay, so Sunshine, yes, how do you do a raid? So are you the streamer, Sunshine? If you're the streamer, I will show you the command as well. Let me know that. Let me think here. Can we do a raid? So if you're the streamer, yes, you can do a raid. But if you are a viewer, you cannot do, oh, this is a good tip here. D-Man with the knowledge. Yes. So channel points, Vince, are the bottom left. You see if you see at the bottom of the chat, there's like my little picture and there's like numbers that are going up. You can click on that, and I have some things that you can do that will allow users to like ask me anything. I'll do a salsa lesson and all that sort of stuff, or story time. I like story time as well, so that's as well. So when you say you're the host, are you streaming or are you hosting? If you're streaming, then you can do a raid. You can do /raid space the name of the person that's going on that you want to go raid to. That's as well. But if you're hosting, like if you just do host, like you're hosting a channel and say Vince Adams is stream, but he's the host, only he can do the raid. If he's only the streamer can do the raid as well. So Vince, let us know if you see those channel points. Yeah, that's what they call. Yeah. So yeah, you can activate them. See, we're all learning together. All right. So hold on. There was one thing here. And we're going to get to our next guest. So how do you record your stream for later viewing? You can do a setting in OBS that will record it for you automatically. Or if you don't do that, as soon as you finish, like right after your stream is done, go to your video highlights and download the stream and it won't be muted. I've done that 3 or 4 times now, and that's the ways you can do it. So if you don't want to record it automatically in OBS, as soon as you're done, do that as well. All right, good. So now we're going to have mod talk. So as we're going through this mod talk, we're going to have a section at the end with your ability. We're going to do some demos and stuff. So let's do this really quickly here. And let me bring them in. So we have J.S. Randall here, and then we have Miss Vale. So,
oh man, what up?
All right, so what's up? So Joe, J.S. Randall, and Miss Vale's right there.
It's so weird to be in real life almost.
I know. So you can put pictures and faces to names. So first of all, thank you both for joining us for Twitch University. We're excited to hear from you. My first question to you both is, tell us who you are, maybe Sarah, where you're based, how you found Twitch, first discovered Twitch, and what channels do you mod? So we'll say ladies first. So Miss Vale, you can go first.
Okay. What was the first part? How did I find Twitch?
The first.
Are you writing notes?
Yes. Yes.
I found my way to Twitch.
Go ahead.
Because one of my best friends for like 25 years is a DJ here in Denver, which is where I'm located. And he had tried streaming on a couple of other platforms. He has a couple of weekly parties that are like life here. And we're all kind of freaking out without them through pandemic times. So he figured out a way to get those online, and then eventually found his way to Twitch around March, when kind of everybody else wound up there, when other platforms were shutting them down in the middle. So I think that was the first two. Who do I mod? Okay. Get anybody, I'm sorry. My like number one is DJ Ageless out of Saskatchewan. I'm like all over Canada, which is kind of hysterical. I think I mod for 4 DJs in the US. And that's two of the parties here in Denver. So that's kind of funny. So I mod for Ageless. I mod for a DJ called Quest in Montreal. I mod for DJ White Gold in Kitchener-Waterloo, Canada, just north of Toronto. Mensa in Canada. Bain in Toronto. Mensa's also in Toronto.
All right. Yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start. Yeah.
DJ Ivy in LA, which is where you and I met, Amani.
Right. Yeah.
And then Where's Goodness Going in the Solution here in Denver.
Awesome. Cool. All right, JS Randall, your turn.
Hey. I'm Joe. I found Twitch from Cooley High's DJ Ill Digits, who's on Twitch. He was doing Instagram Live, and then when that whole rush of people getting shut down and basically just saying F you to Instagram came over to Twitch, I followed him over. And D-Funk, I'm sure almost 80% of everyone here knows D-Funk, saw me in the chat for Digits or something like that. And I think he told me to go to Cuffin, or Ill Digits was going to Cuffin. So I watched Cuffin, and somehow I got directed to Spin Eureka's channel. And I just went every day because it was just so good. And, she was on the up and up, as we all know, and she needed like more manpower, more administration. And she reached out to me and was like, D-Funk thought you might be a good mod. I'm there every day anyway. Like,
right.
So I currently I mod for Spin Eureka. Shout out Sunday School. Everyone needs to tune into Sunday School for that party. I mod for DJ Ill Digits of the Cooley High crew. And also Don Will, super dope MC, also a great DJ as well. I'm located in Los Angeles, Burbank specifically. Yeah.
All right.
That's about
cool. All right, so we got a lot of questions coming in. Please put your questions in the chat. This is going to be great. First question is for you. What are some of maybe your 3 basic tips for mods? So we have a lot of people who are just become mods or experienced mods in the chat. What's the best way for them to be successful mods? Maybe 2 or 3 tips right off the bat. And I'll let Joe continue, and then we'll go to Miss Vale.
Oh, okay, sure. The first thing is come at it with the mentality of this is a job. Yes, we're having fun, and it is a fun time, but these people, this is their livelihood, and so you really do have to come in with that seriousness and really take it serious. Because they're taking it serious, and they expect people that are on board to take it serious as well. The other thing would be have your notepad or your notes on your computer or whatever ready. I'm the worst at remembering details and remembering screen names. Luckily, Marnie626, if she's in here, she's always got my back. She's another mod for Spin Eureka, reminding me. And then I would say the other thing is you have to be approachable. Even if someone's a little salty to you, you've got to keep that fun up because, I look at it as I'm messing with somebody's money right now. So I need to make sure I am 100% tapped in and put my ego aside.
Okay.
That would be 3 off the top.
That's good. Miss Vale, on to you.
I think the biggest thing for me is to keep being yourself. It's just like Joe was saying, like you're in these channels pretty much every day, and then at some point either somebody like whispers at you and asks you, or you just show up and there's like a whole new view and you're like, oh, so this is a thing. so but I think the biggest thing is just to really understand who your DJs are. And I'm assuming most of this, I guess, who your streamers are, just to be more open.
General, but yeah, most DJs are in here today, though. Yeah,
and kind of what their energy is, and you maintain that. And you're probably like at home in that community anyway because you've been living there, so that's easy. But then also really understand who you are as like almost as an introvert extrovert. Like I have tried to mod a couple of channels at once, and it is not for me. And then I have a friend that like will literally be modding like 10 channels at once, and she lives for it, and she's on top of it in every single channel. It is like a sight to behold. So some people like will give all of their energy, like Ageless, my main DJ, did Cuffin on Friday night and smashed it, and then Cuffin rated Ageless because nobody wanted him to stop playing. And I match his energy, and he gave everything he had that night, and so did I. So Saturday was like an almost no Twitch like recovery day. I just need to have like introvert hangover and like chill out for a minute and not be like all up in a zillion chats. But just understand like how your energy works, because otherwise you're going to burn out, and that is bad for everybody.
Right. So question for you came from the chat. Do mods get paid? They do. So I'll ask you that. And then if you know they get paid, what's a range that you've seen for mods getting paid? I'm not trying to get into your pockets, but it's good information to share.
I don't know like what any other mods like payment arrangements are. Like right now, I know that the mods that or the DJs that I'm modding for, like this is their only source of income right now. And none of them are a partner yet. So I'm not trying to take anything extra out of their pockets. They will sub me all over the place, which is great. It saves me money, things like that. But that hasn't been a thing that's come up for me yet.
Okay. Joe or JS Randall, that's what I'm going to call
you. Either one works. I'm out. Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is like, I have a full-time job, and I just love the music and the people, so I'm not taking a cut. And like like Ms. Bell said, it's this is their main source of income, and like I kind of look at it as like giving back to the artist community, because I've taken so much from that community, and this is kind of like a way that I can pay back that really only costs me my time. And since we are on lockdown, I have a lot of it.
Yes, we all do. Yes.
We all know, if you've ever been in a stream with Joe, that he would much rather be modding than looking at spreadsheets. So
yeah, that's a spreadsheet crew. Where you at?
Fair enough. Another interesting question that comes up is like, how many mods do you need? And so I saw a chart that I kind of agree with. Like if you have maybe 0 to 100, 200 followers, maybe 1 mod. Once you get to 200 to 500, maybe you need 2 mods. Once you get from like 500 to about 750 to 1,000 followers, then you might need 3 or 4. What are your thoughts on that? I'll ask Ms. Vale first and then go to JS Randall.
Interesting. I've never really thought about that. So thank you for letting me learn tonight too. I mean, I think the way it works for me in my channels is less like who has a sword or how many swords there are, and more that like you're covered whenever you're going to be on. So like Age will go on, and he went on last night at 10 o'clock Mountain Time and played until 5 a.m. Mountain Time. And I'm not built for like modding all day and then all night. So I lasted longer than I should have. But the mod that usually works like is overnight. Like that's just the way that her body runs. She didn't come on for a while, but like he knows he's covered 99% of the time with like, I'm there for sure when the sun is out, and she is there when it's not. And then there's a third like main mod that like pops in when like one of us can't. She's up like 24/7. She's the one that's modding 10 channels at once. I'm pretty sure she doesn't actually sleep. So he's covered at all points. And we've had some like pretty hectic, like when there's like almost 200 people in there, but we can hold it down at that point. Or there's people like Joe is a mod in our channel, and like he is basically under orders like not to, but if like all of a sudden we got a raid of like 400 people, he would jump in.
Right. Okay. Cool. Joe?
Yeah, I'll piggyback on that. Yeah. Shouts to DJ Ageless. Because he basically like modded like a whole core group of like a bunch of people, which I think is a super smart move. If you have your day ones and your ride or dies in there, like mod them up, because like Ms. Bell said, like it's all about coverage. Sometimes I'll realize get in the way. I do have a full-time job and I do need to like pop out, but I know that Marty 626 and Defunk have my back if I need to bounce out. As far as like the numbers, it's really all about, I wouldn't say there's a hard number you should go for. You really need to feel out like what the DJ's sort of like vibe is inside of their chat. Because, there's some DJs you go in and like they'll DJ for like 2 or 3 hours and there will be like maybe 5 or 6 people commenting in the chat. Because they're more of like, listen to the music, like I'm not trying to do all that. But then there's like Spinurita, who's super engaged.
Yes, she is. We love her.
Oh my God. And the community around there is just, shout out to all the Spinurites, or, whatever we have decided to call them. But she's super active, and you have to like take the notes, know who's coming in, who's going out, make sure you have the coverage. So, I mean, for Spinurita, like 3 full-time mods is probably a pretty good number. But again, it all goes down to like how active is your chat? What kind of vibe are you trying to put out there? Are you trying to have an active chat, or are you trying to, just do your thing and just put it out there?
Yeah. What tips do you all have that you've noticed in terms of like best practices in terms of streamers, DJs who are putting product out there on a consistent basis? What have you noticed that works well that you might advise other DJs to consider, or just best practices in your opinion? And I'll let Joe can go first.
I'm long-winded. Get the long-winded ones out. Repeat the question one more time for me, please.
Like, what are like the best practices or tips if you want to share with like DJs or streamers to really help maybe them improve their streams?
Yeah, for sure. My thing is like definitely get at least one mod. Like, if you're streaming, you are doing way more than just being a performance artist. As Spinurita says, you are a broadcaster. You are engaging. You have 3 monitors set up with all kinds of stuff going on. Get a mod. Let them know what the vibe is off the bat. And then, the other thing is like you need to interact with those people. Like these your last guest said, these are
Vince. Yeah, like Vince said.
Yes, Vince Adams. Yeah, this is the venue. Like, and the mod is the person that's keeping the party hype inside the chat, but also kind of the door guy. And it's all really like engage with the people. It's all about ego in the very base of everything, and people just want to be heard and recognized. And like a simple "Hey, what's up?" or a shout out like could make someone's entire week.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that's out, the mods can take over and really like kind of cultivate that following and that fanship that'll keep them coming back. And then that's how you build it.
Awesome.
The other thing is like really incorporate your Streamlabs. Really have like what your expectations are known to your mods so that they can help you achieve that. Because if you tell me I want to get somewhere, I'm going to do my damnedest to get you to that point. You want more subscribers? I will hound people down to get those subscriptions.
Right.
And you got to know, like, there's technical stuff too, like, push people to host. And then, hey, if you don't know how to host, hit your mod up in the Whisper. I'll tell you how to host. It's not hard. I can do it for you.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Ms. Vel, to continue.
Continue. I think the biggest thing for me, I know that you told me to kind of prep like what will help new DJs or people to be successful versus improve. But I think the biggest thing, the first thing is to define what you want success to be for you. Because for everyone, it's not about getting partner. So figure out what you want. And like Joe said, like tell your mods, because we will do whatever it takes to get you there. And if it's just like, let's maintain this energy and like make sure that like this is the best whatever stream in the game, then we're on it. And then I think the most important thing for anyone, like in any part of Twitch, is to just be yourself, unapologetically, just be authentic, because Twitch like really humanizes people. So if you're putting on some kind of facade, at some point people are going to sort it out. And there's people that are really intuitive that are going to see that in like a couple of minutes. And some people will realize it further along when you like drop the mask for a second. So just be yourself and you will find your people. Like your people are out there, and it's not everybody's going to be your person, but like the ones that are, like, they're yours. Like they will be there when you spin 4 sets in 24 hours. Like they will be there for every minute. So I think those are the 2 most important things, to piggyback on what Joe said.
Yeah. Great thoughts. When you're looking at first being a mod, I'll ask this question 2 ways. What are some hidden features that you feel mods should know about that they should use frequently? And Ms. Vale, I'll let you continue.
No. I'm like, I really would love to hear what Joe has to say about it.
Well, we could go to Joe first too then.
Yeah, Joe, go first. I'm still relatively new. I just kind of like, it fits me, so I just like cannonballed in. But I'm really curious to see what someone who has more of a technical look on things will say.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
I mean, I don't know if they're hidden. They're very much like out there, but like hosting is so important. People are scared of it because when you say you have to type a command line and you have to go to your channel and do it in your chat, they get a little like, oh, that seems a little difficult. But once you do it once, it's fine. But like it is everything. There's been times where I've had to take a day off and, you know, I'm not there to remind everyone to host. And so it'll literally cut the view count in half.
Really?
So, yeah. So host. Because even if people are like lurking and they see that and they're like, oh, well, if I'm lurking, I'll just type host as well. You know, and I can't say that exactly because of like no one hosting and me reminding them, or maybe it's just I'm not there and they don't like the DJ as much. But that's a joke. Yeah. Hosting is a really big one. You want to get as many eyes. You know, I have 60 followers and I have never once ever even thought about streaming ever, not even once. But that's 60 pairs of eyes that could potentially stumble on my channel that would be like, oh, Joe's watching DJ Ill Digits. Let's go check out what that is about.
Okay.
And then I think another one would be like I said, these are like really simple, and I know you've gone over them at length, but refreshing when you are a part of a raid. Your Twitch statistics are directly tied to like your viewer count for the most part. And your views don't count if you come from a raid and go to someone's channel unless you refresh or click the link to have them as an active viewer in your channel. So, you know, really mods, if you're in there, DJs to like really push people to refresh that page if you get a raid, because you get 120 people, it doesn't mean anything if none of those views count.
Yeah, absolutely. So hosting, I'm glad you shared that about hosting, because explain that. So for people who are new to Twitch and they're hosting, explain how someone can find a new stream from you hosting another person's stream and how that helps the streamer or the DJ.
Well, it helps them in the way that if they've stumbled across my page, say it was a random thing. Oh, what's this? Click on it. Like, I'm not doing anything, but if you click on my name, you're going to that DJ, and now you've got a fresh set of eyes. It also, I think when it searches, I believe when you search, or if you're like a follower of mine, it'll top recommend that channel to click in. So it's more visibility. Like,
yes.
And the name of the game is get people's eyes on your stream, get them to count, monetize it, and like let's keep the arts going.
Yeah.
I get off my soapbox now.
Good. Anything to add, Ms. Vale, or because that was a great answer there?
No, that was a great answer. I always explain hosting kind of like leaving breadcrumbs. So same as Joe, like I somehow have like over 100 followers now, and I know that now and again, like, well, I mean, half the time it's because of him, like yelling at people to follow me, but I I have a couple of friends that'll like whisper me and they're like, just host so I can find you. Like, why? Like, where are you? So it's like that. Or if my friends that don't spend a lot of time on Twitch, unless I'm like, get here now. If they're like, oh, well, like I have a couple of minutes, like I'm just going to see like what I should be hearing right now, then they can pop in and catch that.
And
I think the other,
sorry.
oh, the other.
Well, we'll let Miss Vel finish her thought, and then we'll go to Joe next. So don't worry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My turn. I think the other biggest thing is just like if you're a new mod and you're not really sure what to do, then find some like mod mentors. And I'm going to throw Joe under the bus, but like whisper either of us. Like if you can't find anybody else that's like already in that channel that can kind of tell you like, oh, this is what so-and-so prefers, then like holler at one of us, because I'm happy to help people. I mean, it makes Twitch a better experience for everyone. We've got mods that know what they're doing and that they feel confident in what they're doing. So find a mentor. And then I think the last thing is just like learn how to do commands for whatever bot your streamer is using. Learn how to add them and edit them, because they are a lifesaver, especially in like a raid situation, or if you're trying to multitask with your day job and like modding, then it makes it so much easier to just do an exclamation point something, and somebody still then feels important.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing, I think.
Good. Joe, to continue, keep going now.
Sorry, I just didn't want to lose my thought. To her point when she was saying, like, I want to see what she's listening to, there's been times I get lost in a raid, like in a refresh or something, and lose where I was going. So you can go back to that person you know was in, like, maybe the pod or whatever, or your friend in the chat, and then you can see if they're hosting the stream. You're like, oh, that's where I was supposed to be. Because I've been lost in so many raids so many times, and people be like, Joe, we've been here the whole time. Where have you been?
Okay. Good. So in the chat, if you have a question, put it in there. I'm going to let both Holly and Justin and Songbird whisper me those questions so I don't miss it, because the chat's going very fast. And while you're putting your questions for the mods, because I know there's some new mods that want to ask you questions, I'm going to ask you, like, how would you work with someone who's very new to Twitch? A lot, the kind of the genesis of the class is we'd want to help people who are new to Twitch, either coming from Instagram or Facebook, come over to Twitch and not get overwhelmed with the chat, the emotes, because there's a lot going on. How do you help people who are new to Twitch as a mod feel more comfortable and want to come back? And I'll let Joe continue. Joe can go first. Yes.
Go, Joe.
It's interesting because now I'm setting up my girlfriend for her first Twitch. She's debuting 1st of October. And her whole thing is like the technology is scary. And to be a really good mod and to be helpful is to like kind of dip your toe into that technology that you may not find as scary. It doesn't mean you have to know, like I don't really know how to run OBS, but I have a framework of like how it works so that you can be helpful. Like present yourself as like the person to go to, because there's going to be a situation. Let me say this, first of all, Twitch is super intimidating. There is a lot of stuff going on, and you will get frustrated, and you will be like, what the craziness is going on right now?
Yes.
And it's going to happen. Just know that. My thing would be build a base of like, you know, this is like the basics of what I need. I need the audio, I need good visual, and I need the stuff to actually broadcast.
Right.
The overlays, the emotes, all that other stuff. You know, don't let yourself get blinded by so much that you won't do it. You know what I mean? Don't make obstacles that you're not going to overcome before there's even a reason to have an obstacle, you know? Mm-hmm. So I would say like really, you know, because I come from a production and post-production background, and those are the three things. You can't fix bad audio. You can only do so much to video, so make sure your lighting's good. Yes. And it's all about, you know, I would say don't use a webcam, but if that's what you have, that's fine. You can learn the digital camera later.
Right.
So, yeah, long story short, build a good base. Don't get blinded by things that you can't control just yet or maybe seem a little too far off, and just keep going.
Okay. All right. Good. Ms. Vale?
I would say to build on what Joe said, as far as a streamer who's coming to Twitch for the first time, I think the biggest thing is just start streaming. Just get your reps in. And there's going to be some times with 1 or 2 or no viewers. And then somebody's going to figure out, like, or stumble in there or whatever, or you're going to get a raid of someone who's like, oh, well, this person doesn't have very many, like, let's go there. So just get your reps in. Confidence comes from doing, period. And you can figure the rest out. I'm usually one that says, like, if you say it with authority, like, most of the time people will believe you. So, like, just start doing. And then for people who are new to Twitch as viewers, it's still super overwhelming. And I think one tip would be that you can turn off notifications for every person that you follow, because I don't even know how many hundreds of streamers I follow, but I have notifications for maybe 10% of them on. Because otherwise your phone's literally going to be going off like every 13 seconds, if not more. And that is overwhelming in and of itself. You're just like, how do I get anything done when this is happening? So I think that's the biggest. And then I think the other is just start like mixing it up with people in chat, because this community is unreal. Like, I have made some phenomenal friends that I have never met in real life. And it is going to be so fun whenever we do get to meet in real life. It's so funny. Like, this is so funny because Joe and I have become like really good friends. But we have never seen each other until today. So that's what Twitch is. So just like I was saying about streamers, like, your people are out here. And there was an epidemic of loneliness in the world before all of this. And it is infinitely worse. So there's people out there, and all of a sudden, like, you raid from a stream that you like pretty much dug into a stream that you're like, okay, I go here. And then you just start like communicating. And at some point somebody's going to like be like, oh, so we meet again. Like, you're everywhere I am today. And just connect with that person, because you're like, all right, well, either we both have like really terrible taste in music or really great taste in music, and I'm going to go with that one. Just build. I mean, it's so cool. So if all the emotes and all the crazy moving chat get too overwhelming, like, cast it to your big screen TV and just listen and whatever. And then when you're ready, like, hop on your phone and jump in the chat.
Yeah. So a couple of questions come in. Please continue to send in questions. We got some good ones here. And this is kind of a good segue. So I think DJ Rowe asked, how do you get or request a mod? So I'll ask you both. How did you first get approached to be your first mod? And tell us how that worked out. And Miss Vel, you can continue, and then we'll go to Joe.
I showed up in Ageless's stream one night, and I had a whole different view. So he had just decided that, like, I was in there frequently enough, and like, I matched the energy of his stream, and like, I had connected with a bunch of people that are already in there. And he was probably also looking for a daytime mod. Like, so I just like was there, and sometimes people will whisper me, and sometimes it just happens like in the middle of a stream. Someone will be like, well, I was thinking about asking you, but like, here's a sword. So it can be a little bit of it's been a little bit of everything for me. So.
Okay. Joe?
Yeah, it's I mean, I touched on my story of Defunk pretty much recommending me to Spinurita. She hit me up directly and was like, would you be interested? And I said, you just name the time and place and I'll be there. And I've been following Ill Digits for a while. He's one of the homies, and I saw his, he was like trying to build that situation up, and I just offered him. I was like, hey man, like, do you need a mod? Do you want me to mod for you? Because like, I'll definitely help you out. And he was like, dude, that would be amazing. So, it all depends. I've been whispered to to mod for people. Other people have, DJs have been spinning. Like Don Will was doing something, and he was like, "Where's JS Randall? I need that." And like someone hit me up in the whispers. It might have been you, Miss Bell. But Don Will's looking for you, so I popped in.
It's so funny because like we were meant to be friends anyway. Like between the low key connection to Ill Digits and Don Will, and I was like, we were gonna wind up friends at some point anyhow.
Yeah, you shout to low key as well. So you can be approached, or you can be asked for, or you can do the approaching if you see a need and you're comfortable. Like Digits was super happy about it, and I just think maybe sometimes they get wrapped up in like, I don't want to ask this person to do this like admin job, because it's a lot of admin, like making sure that links are sent out, that the commands are sent correctly, like getting schedules correct. And it is work. It's not like, I'm not sitting there, with the blunt in my hand, like really having a good time, unless it's like, Wally Sparks situation. But, you do have to be on top of your stuff. So maybe 2 glasses of wine is the max. And we are having fun. I don't want to get into it. We are having a lot of fun connecting with people. But you are on the clock,
Yes. What is Ill Digits? What is his link to his Twitch profile? People are asking in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Twitch.tv/DJ Ill Digits.
Right. Twitch.tv/
Here, I'll chat it to you now.
Okay, perfect. So another question that came up, which there you go. So thanks, Just Jen. Thank you. Is what are some nice ways we can spoil our mods? Like, what are some nice ways we can kind of spoil you and say thank you outside of monetarily?
Do you want me to go? I'll go.
Yes. We'll let Ms. Vale in with that one. Go ahead. You go first, Joe.
Okay. I'm a fanboy first. Like if I'm going to do something, it's because I actually like really, really love it. Like Spinnerita sent me this shirt. It was like, that was the best thing that's ever happened. Someone was like, I want to do something for you, and I don't want to dig in her pockets because I know this is her job. Like this is her money. So, like swag is always cool for me because I always trip off of like, oh, this DJ like really wants my help and appreciates me. This is crazy. Like I would pay actual money to go see them, and now I'm kind of like their friend almost, or their manager, or
real life,
or kind of the manager, in a weird sense. So like, shout outs are always appreciated. Like I don't think I've met or come across a DJ that isn't absolutely like 100% behind their mods and really, really enjoys having them. I don't know. Like I do it for the love of the music and the love of the people that are in that arena, and, just recognition of like, yo, I appreciate that shit. That's some shit that I didn't want to do that you did for me.
All right. Ms. Vale, continue.
Very much the same. And really, I mean, y'all may not think like a shout out is that big of a deal, but like, Joe, how often does your job like yell on the like overhead speaker when you were in like a physical space, like, yo, like y'all, like everybody give it up for Joe. He is killing this. Like it doesn't happen in corporate America.
Not
doesn't. Like if you're doing a great job, you get more work silently piled on top of you. And if you're messing up, that's when you get yelled at. So like, it's a big deal. Like, I mean, probably at the end or at some point in every stream, my DJs are like, I have the best mods on the planet. Like I'll put my mods up against anyone, slay you. And that means that, I'm a music junkie since time. So like my DJs, I'll be like, hey, why don't you email me that edit? Like, so I get music, like they send me music that they've already got. It's probably not something that I would like, I can't buy it on iTunes or whatever. So, that's always a blessing to me. Or just even like just a nod about like, that was a great call that you made today, or like the way that you handled this, or like some of my DJs and I will like, when they're done streaming, like go over the stream, like, and be like, word, like, what about when this happened? Or like, what did you figure out about that? And like having that relationship and that connection and that trust and credibility with somebody who's literally like putting half of their living in your hands, that's a huge deal to me, at least. Like I live for that. So
yeah I always shout out my mods, Just Jen, Holly, and Songbird as well. So, I got some cool things coming up for them in the future. I'm curious, what are the favorite commands that you like to use when you're modding that make your life easier? And we'll let Joe start with that one.
To be honest, I like the commands for ease of use, but I am such an animated person in the chat room that I like to personalize everything. So if I find something that works, I keep my notepad open and I copy and paste a lot of stuff, but I also add new little things. I mean, Spinnerita has the hug command, which I absolutely love. She just is like a dancing command. And I am taking notes actually from Miss Bell of scheduling commands, because that's the one thing that I'm probably the worst at, is remembering the schedule. I have my calendar and I write it down in my notes, but so many times Defunk will be like, hey dude, that's definitely not the correct date. And I'm like, so, it's a, that's why we're all here at university right now, is to figure out those things. So I've definitely one thing about being a good mod is going to all the different channels and seeing how they do. Because if you put Miss Bell in a situation where there's 300 people going, she's gonna hold her own and she's gonna be fine. If you put me in there, I will seem like I'm fine, but on the other side of the computer, I am having a panic attack.
Okay, Ms. Bell.
Yes, I think especially those scheduling commands are imperative, because a lot of my DJs, or even with Spinnerita, she has Sunday school, so that's a full day. Well, I guess not that so much as but when she does the raid festivals, or when you're going from when you're literally just stick with us, viewer family, we will literally raid you everywhere you need to be for the next 14 hours.
Yeah, get on the tour bus.
So do that. But the biggest suggestion about having a scheduling command is do that when you're not modding. Don't do that in the middle of a freaking stream, because it is intense focus and detail required. And if all sorts of things are happening, it's a mess. So every now and again, I'll just be okay, nobody's on right now. I'm just going to hop into, because you can get into people's chats when they're not streaming. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's a thing. Yeah. So you can I can go to somebody's chat and create a command, and then I can mess with it all I want when nobody else is in there. Or I'll text them and be hey, I'm in creating commands. Do you want to come in and check them out? Yeah. So that's huge. I think with really any of the commands that you're building, unless it's something simple like a shout out. But shout outs are huge, especially in a situation where you get a boatload of new followers in 2 minutes. And I think that raid commands are super helpful. I'm just very specific because I am from Denver. I do not approve of that R word that a lot of people use. So I need to get in there. It's very well received in the US. They're oh, I get that. In Canada, they're kind of I don't and I'm just it's please just understand. I really don't like that word. So, but that's also part of what makes me. There's a couple of DJs that I've rated, and I'm don't you call me that word. I'm from Denver. And they're we all know who Miss Bell is now. So I just build the commands that make the most sense for your channel. I do, I think a lot like Joe, I really like to personalize things, because to me, it's always important when somebody makes me feel important. So even if I do a shout out or a new follower command, then I'll also follow up afterwards and type it myself, other than just typing their name after exclamation follow. And that I think really helps to build that community as well, when they're oh, this person paid attention to me. So, and took the time to type a thing.
Exactly. So, Joe, you had a follow-up point you were going to make, and then I have one as well.
Oh, no, I was saying I did not even know that you could go into someone else's chat and mess around with commands.
It'll make my life so much easier.
I'm already relieved a little bit. You see my shoulders go down.
So Ms. Bell, when you talk about the scheduled post, you talk about the ones that are on like the timers that just pop up automatically throughout the stream, and you don't. Okay, so tell us what you're talking about there.
How to do that. So I've still got some things to learn, but like, so today is Moody Mondays for a bunch of DJs in Canada, and it starts with Ageless at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then goes all the way until 2 a.m. Eastern. And so it's just like 1 or 2 hour blocks with like however many DJs. So, and it just goes that way all day. So, and the schedule's usually set. Today we had like a new DJ. So I'm literally like adding, like typing in the command for this like substitute DJ, like in the middle of the, like the normal stream. And I'm just like, this is a lot, like never again. So, but I will just like work with my DJs and be like, okay, like this is what the command's going to be like. So it's exclamation Moody for Mondays. And then like what the verbiage at the beginning is going to be like, you know, just like Moody Mondays with the squad, like this many DJs, this many hours of nonstop music, all times Eastern. And then like the time and the DJ, their handle basically.
Okay.
Right. Then I don't have to type it all out, and I don't have to like cut and paste. So anybody can type that command. But I'll just wait for verbal cues from my streamers about like, you see the lineup, and then it's like, and it's super.
Who was that? Was that Ageless?
Got it.
Ageless that does that, yeah. But there's some others. Like there's a lineup tonight that I don't know why we haven't ever. I guess because there's a rotating guest every week. We just like type it out for Monday nights, but
yeah. Okay. So we've been on for a good like 30 minutes, y'all. So I want to be respectful of your time. Any last minute, because I think we've covered all the questions in the chat. Any last minute words of wisdom or advice for like mods and just making sure they don't get overwhelmed, and any kind of last tips? And I'll let Joe. You can finish. You can start, Ms. Vale, and then Joe will finish.
Perfect. Same like. If one of your mods, Amani, can just do my Twitch link in chat, like
yes,
follow me or friend me or whatever. So whisper at me if you've got questions. I can't always answer immediately, but I will always get back to you. And I'm happy to help for anybody. And I think that's it. I don't know. Just thank you so much for having me on. It's a big honor, Amani.
You're welcome. Great. You're welcome. We're so excited to have you share some great information. Joe?
Yeah, again, thank you so much, Amani, for this and for having me on. This is incredible. Like the thing that I want, like myself included, and everyone to take away from is that this is not a response to the current situation, but this is a chance to build the community and the family that we may be missing out on. So if you are going to like stream, and you do need that support, also like support other people, support the arts, give what you can. I know that it's not, you know, I'm not trying to pander and get money, but you know, the community itself exists because of all the people that are surrounding it. So if there's a DJ that you actually like, and you may be modding for someone else, like maybe say like, hey, would you mind doing a raid on this person? Like, you know, spread the love. Like that's what it's all about. It's like getting the content out and the people together. Since we can't be together, Twitch is like the next best thing. And I really appreciate all of you people out there and everyone who's out there watching and engaging, and like just a no-name admin person who you consider like maybe a friend, and I consider you friends too. So like spread that love and spread that wealth. You know, let's keep it going strong so that we don't run into an Instagram situation.
Yeah.
You know, if there's more power behind us, we won't have to worry so much about getting kicked out, just like YouTube, just like Instagram, just like Facebook. Like, let's really put our work behind it and like we're on the forefront of something great.
Agreed. I think you just speaking on one of the friends of the family in here, the real DJ Dark Knight talks about it all the time. We're in the middle of a major movement. And we're witnessing, we're kind of at the beginning. So if we all do well, all the DJ streamers, it's just a rising tide, what's the thing? Rising something raises all tides. I'm getting it wrong, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's good. So thank you again. It's awesome. We'll have you back again. We put your link in the chat. You can hop back in the chat and say hi. We got about 30 more minutes of class going on. We learned a lot from you, and we just look forward to seeing you out here in these Twitch streets.
There you go.
Love you guys.
All right.
Thank you, Amani.
Awesome. All right.
Amani.
You are welcome. Thank you. Okay, so we'll do this here and do that. All right. So, yeah, that was dope. I agree, DJ Fudge. That was fantastic. So hold on, let me do this here. So there's so many questions that came in. So where can mods find a list of commands? So it depends on your streamer, Spunky Diva, hello, and what commands they have set up, because not all streamers have all the commands set up. So you have to ask them what commands they have set up, and then they can share that with you. And there are different ones that have different things. So that's my answer to that question. There was a bunch of questions that came in I want to answer. So if you asked a question and I might not have gotten to it, can you put it back in there, highlight it between myself and my 3 super mods? We'll get to it. I want to see what else I wanted to talk about as well. So hold on for a minute here. Let's see here. There's Miss Vale right there. So she's in there. Hold on. So let me see what else we got to cover. Look at my notes here. Okay, so yeah. So Lenny, I'm still working on that. I was just talking about, and good to see you here, by the way. I was just talking about this with someone else, and we're going to do a test with Discord to try to do that. Because with StreamYard, the music, it doesn't sound the best. So I'm going to test Discord to figure that out, and I will follow up with you. I'm still working on that. Haven't forgotten as well. So yeah, so they're agreed. So let's see here what else I had to share with you all here. Twitch Inspector, we did the we have to, so we do a little pause for our little contest we're having tomorrow. We have Survivor, so if you're around, you can tune into Survivor Island, see who wins. If you want to be eligible to win, I'm giving 3 prizes tomorrow. If you can predict the proper order of how each person leaves the island, who will leave first and who ends up winning, if you come to the Discord and put it in the contest section, I'm giving away 3 prizes. They have books with them and some music, so definitely don't miss out on that. Always got to do a little plug there. I mean, come on. So that. So let's look here. Oh, NYC dope here. So let me see here. Erica, the replays are always on my highlights section. So highlights, I always highlight the classes. They're there for you on my channel. So absolutely, they'll be there. What's up, NYC dope? Thank you for joining us. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else we have here. Oh. Let's go back here and see. Let me see here. Oh, this was a very popular thing here. So I wanted to see in the chat if anyone's tried this. This was a great question from a previous week, DJ Daz and Jay. You can watch more than 6 streams, but you can't mute the stream. Otherwise, the person will not get viewer credit. So you have to mute the tab or turn the volume down really low. So I wonder if anyone's tried that and what their experience was with that. That was something we found out last week that's been shared that helps people as well. So yeah, let me know that in the chat. And then let's see here. We talked about the bits. We did that. We covered everything. Yeah. Let's see here. So anyone use that in the muting thing? So you can mute a tab. Depending on your browser, you can do that or turn the volume down, but so you can watch up to 6 people as well. Yes, exactly, D-Man. That happened to me. So I'm trying to figure out how that worked out. So let me just put that there because D-Man said it appropriately. And so we try to figure that out. Good. All right, so if there are other questions, put your questions back in here. That's good. Right, so they can turn the volume on, so that's good there. Let me know if I missed any questions as well. We got a good 20 minutes here. Great conversation. Okay, Crazy Creighton, you asked about this interview. So what I'm using for this platform to do this interview is a platform called StreamYard. It allows me to have up to 8 people that I could bring on the screen and interview them all. And so I use this one because it allows me to share my screen. It allows me to bring people on, allows me to highlight comments. And so right now it's the best thing for class because it just allows me a lot of flexibility. And because we're trying to get people over from Facebook and Instagram, I'm also streaming this class onto YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, because if people see it there, they might hop over. So that's kind of the main reason why I do this as well. So that's the answer to that question. Let me see what else that I might have missed. Let's see here. So it says, how do you reopen the chat box? J-Style Signs, hello. How do you reopen the chat box on Chrome on a Windows PC? So I assume that you've closed down the chat box. There should be a little icon on the upper right-hand side. It should have like a little arrow that you click on the arrow and it'll open it back up as well. That's what I've seen work on Chrome also. So yeah. That here. Let's see here. It does. Okay, let me look at the follow-up from last week too. Let me make sure we did that. Showed you the video. So I showed you about testing. I'm still working on, and the JS round, I wanted me to talk about filters on Twitch, which I'm still doing research on that. And then I gotta ask Cuffin how they do that, where they share the keys to go live. So I'm gonna send a note to Cuffin to ask him about that. That's continue to stay on the parking lot. And that is from last week. And then this week, all right, good there. And then let's see here. Yes, great. Spunky Divas has that as well. Okay, let me explain that. That's a good question, Vance Odell. This is one that comes up. So he says here, okay, hold on, right here. If you're friends with someone, can you also follow them? Yes. Also, let me see if I have that little chart there, banners. I think I have it up here. Follow someone, you can friend them and subscribe them. Those are 3 different things here. And so I always, if they're streamers, I would follow them first. That's follow them first. You can friend them as well. When you friend them, that allows you to send them a whisper and include links in the whisper. Like you can follow someone and send them a whisper, but if you friend them, that allows you to send links in the whisper. I think that's the one differentiation. And then you can always subscribe to them if they're a streamer as well. I always want to reiterate this point here, because many people struggle with the whole buying the tokens on mobile, and we try to stay away from buying tokens. So if you want to sub to a streamer via a mobile device, do not buy the tokens. You'll save $1, and you can just go to your web browser on your mobile device, go to subs.twitch.tv. You can check on your subs. You can also sub to people, because when you buy a token and subscribe to someone on mobile, you can't upgrade that sub to a tier 2 or tier 3, and it just limits the flexibility of what you can do with your sub. So we try to recommend this as well. Yes, let's see here. So let me go do that. Let's look back here. I wanted to share that as well. Back to the comments. I agree, Sunshine. I shout my mods out all the time. Hold on. Let me see. Where's yours? He's going so fast, the chat. I agree. Let me see here. Okay, and JS Randall put something in there. Oh, that's one. If you share keys, raiders need to wait like 2 minutes to refresh their host, and it's not the most efficient way. Raids work way better. Okay, good. That's good feedback. Thank you. See, still giving knowledge after it's done as well. That's good. So while we got 15 minutes left, more questions. And keep asking questions. I did want to see, did I miss any other questions? Also, we always like to say, if you were going to pick this, so what is one new thing you're going to try on Twitch after class today? And, maybe what's one thing that surprised you that you learned today through Twitch class as well? Yes, Miss Vale. See, we're learning together. So what is one thing you're going to try on Twitch today after this as well? So Sunshine, how does Amazon Prime help? Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub. Oh, there. Yeah, 1 free sub per month. So you can sub to someone for free based on your Amazon Prime level. And that's the easy way to get someone introduced into the kind of Twitch universe as well. Channel points. I can't wait to see what you come up with channel points, Vince, because you got a very active bunch. So they're going to have fun with that. All right, this is a good question here. Keep these questions coming. What is the benefit to sub rather than just to follow? We like to view a sub as like you just want to donate a cup of coffee a month to your favorite streamer. You're going to support them monetarily by spending $5. Actually, September's still here. I'm going to pull that back up, $3.99. And that's just, you're supporting the art, supporting the streamer who's putting in all the work to stream. They're going to get 50% of that when they're an affiliate, so they'll get $250, and when they get to be partner, they'll get $350. It's just a way of kind of you monetarily subscribing for $5 a month to a person, and it helps them achieve certain milestones that they need with Twitch. It gives them revenue, and it just builds their channel, allows them eventually to get more emotes as well. So that's my oh, NYC Dope gave a gift sub. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all check out Mark and Cozy doing amazing things there. Thanks for the support. Okay. All right. Thank you, Selecta. I'll say this as well. So a lot of you have seen in the last, let me highlight this right here. So in the last week, you'll see how in the chat, whatever I'm playing a new song, it'll pop in there and it'll say what the name of the song is and who the artist is, and you can see it on the screen. So for DJs, if you want that feature, you can go to trainsbot.com, and DJ Beastie, who's been here before, he has that kind of service, so you can get it for your chat and add it in or whatever and do some cool things with it. I think he's giving it away for free now. I gave him some money for it anyways, so that's just something cool as well that adds to your stream. So people are always like, what song is playing? What song is playing? They can see it on the screen now. So yes, thank you for reminding me about that, Selecta. And then you have to go, Lenny, when you want to look for your subs, you have to go to your creator dashboard, and then you can look up top and it'll tell you how many subs you have. You have to look for subs and then subscription points. Because if someone subscribes to you at a level 2 tier, you get 2 subscription points. If they subscribe to you at level 1, which is the $4.99 tier, that's 1 subscription point. If you get a mega sub, someone who subs at the tier 3, which is $25 a month, that is you get 6 channel points for that. So that's where you can look that as well. Yes. Thank you, Spin Reader, for gifting a sub. Okay, Grace, you asked a question, and we'll talk about that. Let's see here. Okay, I think I answered your questions there, Crazy Creighton. So let me know if I didn't. Just send me a whisper. Yes. So this was good. Better TV on a laptop is a good plugin. Oh, that's good. You're going to use that. That's good. Yes. Install that plugin. I'm glad you saw that as well. Let me think here. Someone asked a question. Where's Grace DC's question here? You asked about the points at the bottom, Grace, are channel points that each channel will give you to do interactive things with the streamer, or you can highlight messages as well. That's what that is on the number that keeps growing up as well. So that answered your question there. Yeah, you can click on there and do some crazy things as well. Okay. So good. DJ Daz is funny. So this is good, LaDawn. I see you there. Okay, so yeah, Grace. I think I answered this question for you, Grace. So I think I did that too. So yes, that's what those are, channel points. Click on it and see. That's fun. Yeah, let's see here. And let me look here. Oh, so that the name of the song is Trainspot, I believe. Trainspot. I'll put that in there. I think it's trainspot.com. I believe that's it right there. Okay. So LaDawn says here, hello, LaDawn. More than one device at a time to watch different streamers. Do they count? So I believe you get 1 view per IP address, which means that if you are watching like Selecta and then you're also watching DJ Real Dark Knight, they each will get from different devices. They each will get 1 view. You can't have multiple devices watching the same person and get more than 1 view. That's what I've read. Yes. So that's good. So if I answer that, September, definitely remember September. And there. Someone else put something in here. Is it true? Eclipse. What's going on, sir? How are you? That's why we always tell people when we rate them to refresh your screen, so that once they refresh your screens, then it will then count them as a view, and that's been proven to work well as well. So that's why refresh your screens. That's why that's what the refresh does. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I love that feature. It's pretty cool. All right, keep asking these questions. Yeah, stay away from the bots, the fake viewers. Okay, so let's see here. We're unique viewer. So unique views means that that's someone new that's watched your stream during that stream. So if you have like 55 people in there and another person comes in, that'd be 56 unique viewers. If you get rated by 15 people, they walk in there, that will then make you 71 viewers. So it just adds the different people that sees your stream as well. So hopefully that helped. That's good. And then we're going to look up here. Let's see here. Oh, so Classics is on, but I think we have Rich NYCE that's on. I think I want to raid Rich today. He had fun over the weekend. So, yeah, let's see here. I think we got about 10 or 15 more minutes, though. Okay, so Janice asked a great question here. Let's look here. Janice asked a great question here. All right, I'm going to pull up this chart, which we know about as well. This is great. So how long does a viewer need to stay on a raid after refresh for the streamer to get credit? So we're going to pull up my favorite chart, which really breaks it down for us. Okay, so there's your question. Hold on, so we'll do this here. Let me take off this banner. Okay, so let me look here. So thank you for continuing your sub. Select the 720. Appreciate that. So Janice asked, this is a great question. This is one of the biggest fundamentals that it's hard for us to get our hands around. It's so complicated. If you had a stream where you had 60 people in there and they stayed for the entire 60 minutes, then you would have 60 average viewers, or let's say 75, because that's the number you want to do. So say you had 75 people that stayed in your stream for 60 minutes, didn't leave, you'd have an average viewer of 75 people. If say you have everyone comes and only stays for 30 minutes, that means that you would need 150 people to stay in your stream for 30 minutes. Each of them have to stay in the stream for 30 minutes for you to get to your 75 average viewer expectation goal. Now, if people come into your stream and only stay for 15 minutes, then you're going to need 300 people to come into your stream in that hour and stay for 15 minutes for you to get to your 75 average for your streaming. So that's kind of how they calculate it. They kind of calculate it every 5 minutes. Let me see if I have that chart, which will show you even more. Hold on. They calculate that chart as well. So let's see here. This one here. And so this is kind of calculation as well. Hold on. And this is a better way to do it. So for every stream, Twitch takes a number of viewers every 5 minutes and averages them out. And then as for the average over a 30-day period, the average is weighted based on the length of your stream. And so this kind of breaks it down as well. Good. Thank you. So that's kind of what it does. So hopefully, if I can see, Janice, did this answer your question? Let me know. But that really breaks it down. And we've kind of seen it kind of work. We've kind of seen how it works. And that's kind of how it works as well. So hold on. So let me know if that answered your question. So does hosting views count toward the streamer's view count? No, only once the people come from the host into the stream and stay, then it will count. But the host, as JS Randall said, really helps visibility. Like we know that recommended channel that's on the left-hand side. If more people are hosting you, you're going to pop up on there, which is really good. I'm glad that JS Randall shared that. Hosting is really important, and it's just for visibility purposes, and he really shared some great information on that as well. So let me think here. Let's see here. So that, let me know if that, here, hold on, this is a good question. Love Music, thank you, hello. Says, does the DJ benefit from a viewer subscribing through Amazon Prime? Yes, same benefit as if they would not. So if they subscribe through Amazon Prime, that's just as good as them subscribing regularly for $5, exactly the same. Yes, so good there. Let's see here. Okay, so what's the command to host via computer? You go into your chat So you go to your channel first, into the chat. In the chat, you type /host space the person's name, like the streamer's name. So like I'll put it up here as well. Hold on, we have it here. Where's that little command? Let's see here. I'm going to show you it right now. Create a banner. You just do /host space Amani experience. That's how you do me there. That's how you do it there. This is an interesting question here. When people follow me, I want to return the love, but if they're not streaming, I'd rather not follow them. Instead, befriend them. Is there a way to tell they've streamed since their videos? And you would, if their videos are empty, they probably haven't streamed. If they have no highlights, that's a little tougher to tell. You can look and see if they have any highlights. I might have to check on that for you. Let me kind of check on that and see what I can find out for you as well. DJ Gary Gillespie. I'll follow up with you on that one. You do not need the @ to host. Not on your chat command would say. Yeah, this is true too. What's up, Silver Knights in the building? Hello there, sir. You can. Good to see you today. Let's see here. Okay. Good. We got like another 5 minutes, and then we'll go to raid someone. How do I get to your chat? If you're not streaming, go to your channel. So Vince, you just go to your channel, and then you see in the middle section, it'll say like home, about. The far right will say channel. Click on that channel button and then go down. And you'll see your channel right in there. You'll see your chat right in there, and it'll let you go in there and put that as well. So keep there. Let's see here. Don't need that. Let's live. Let us know if you find that out, Vince, because we're learning together. Also, next week, if you can let me know who you want for us to appear. I was going to get Tyler to come on. Tyler just got partner, and he it took him 6 weeks to get the notification, and but then he got it and he applied, and it took him 6 weeks to get that. And so he'd be really cool because he has a different kind of stream where he really doesn't even talk on his stream. He just plays the music. So it'd be good to hear his perspective as well. So yeah, I think he'd be a good one. I'm gonna see if he's available. Yes, Flossie. That's Flossie's friend there, Tyler. Yeah, I'm trying to get Tyler to come on. So I think Vance, Jen, or Songbird can tell you about this because they do it frequently. Holly as well. They can tell you about hosting on a mobile device. Actually, it's more simple on a mobile device than it is on desktop. You just tap the picture and look for the little down arrow, I believe, and you'll be fine. Select it, you'll be fine. Don't worry. But yeah, we continue to have really, really high numbers for this. Keep sharing it because it's very helpful. This class, we're all learning together, and you can see the progress on our streams, whether it's a hype train or helping people out in the chat. Like, we're learning together. It's very inspiring. So keep that up. Yeah, so let's make sure we got that. Do you get that working, Vance? Let us know that. Let me know who else we want to have. Because I know that there was a couple people. Marcia asked, Spunky Diva asked, Little Miss Ruthie asked about having a mod on. So hopefully, hopefully that was very beneficial for the mod. We'll have a part 2 as well. We'll have a part 2 of the mod one in a few weeks also. So we'll do that as well. So let's see here. Yeah, so okay. So if you're using, because it's all tied to your Serato. It pulls it from Serato. So yes, you can use it on Windows as well. Yes. You have to be connected. The computer that you're DJing from for the train's bot to work has to be connected to the internet, because it's going to go from your Serato playlist to the trains bot, and it's going to go through. That's how this communicates. So you have to be connected to the internet for the computer you're DJing from. Yes. Okay, so good. Hype train. We like to say hype trains are just a legal way for the viewers to make it rain for the DJ. You can give money, which is in the form of bits. You can give people subscriptions, gift subscriptions. It just builds momentum, and it's a legal way of making things rain for the DJ. That's the best way to do it. You'll see it pop up top on desktop, and it lets you go different levels based on the donations. So if you have people contributing a lot of bits, you'll inch your way up level 1, like 10%, 35, 75. And then you go from level 1 to level 5. And then once you get to level 5, you get over 100%. You can get any percentage as well. So that's kind of what that's dope, Chrome. You didn't even know what it was. That's great here. Yeah, so that's what it is. Hype Train is built in. It's new as of January this year on Twitch. It's just a way to show love to the streamer as well. So that's good. Keep asking these questions. NYC dope. Yes. So it's 50% for affiliates and then 70% for partner. And I don't think they've changed that recently, so that's it as well. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Low-Key? Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you here. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. NYC dope, yes. So if you block a user as, okay, good questions here. Keep these coming. Yes, this is true right here. So Vince says if you block a user as a host, so they block everyone's view. They block from everyone's view. And if you ban someone, it will also ban their IP address. So they can't make a new account and come back on as well. Yeah, and this is important too, which I'm still learning about as well. You can stream at a higher bit rate, which helps your viewers. Then Erica asked something here. Okay, good job, Angie. Here, Erica asked a question here about minimize. So if you're buffering or freezing on your mobile phone or your laptop, I would decrease the signal you're getting. So say you're getting a 720p signal on your phone or your laptop, I would decrease that to 480, I believe is the next level, see if that works. If not, decrease it to 360 and try to go down to maybe 180 or 120, and that should help the buffering as well, because that means you're pulling less signal. I've seen that work many times for many people. So yeah, good. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that as well. So Purplish, you can share it if you're hosting the channel. When you go on that person's channel, there'll be a little like it's like it has an arrow with like a little mailbox kind of underneath it. You can hit that. And what's up, Mama Barnes? How are we doing? Good to see you. And you can send that to different people in whispers as well. You can copy the link and send it to other people in different in whispers as well. That's how you can share that as well. We can practice that too. Let me see here. I do not know this question. 264 versus 265 video quality matters. I do not know. But we can check that as well. Let me add that to the parking lot. 264 versus 265 HEVC. Let me see here. 264 is a standard. Yes, this is good. Good, thank you, JS Randall. That's good there. I have to review my settings. Yes, and you can share to Facebook as well. Good. Yep, and don't stream to Facebook as of October 1st. I would stop right now, as a matter of fact. But maybe just the preview until October 1st, because then they'll start to ban your accounts. We see that. Okay, good. So yeah, still here. Please follow me, follow the page. Hope you enjoyed this all. And then if you have questions during the week, send me a message, whisper me or whatever. Join the Discord. The Discord is a good place. We continue the conversation throughout the week. It's like after party for the stream, so do that as well. Yeah. What's up, London? So let's see here. I believe you can. Sunshine, I'm not sure. I think you might have to do that via your web browser on your phone or your desktop or laptop computer as well. Oh, they're claiming that's not true. Yeah, I bet. Cool. So follow me. We're going to go on a raid in a couple minutes. Get your emotes ready. If you have not experienced a raid, you can see what it is. And just make sure, please follow me. And then next week, if you have questions or topics that come up, send me a whisper, put it in the Discord. And we got a good schedule coming up for next week's class. You can tune in tomorrow for Survivor Island. We have a lot of fun with that. We'll see who wins. And we got prizes this week as well. So yeah, thank you, Mensa the DJ. Appreciate it. D Smooth the Boogie, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the new people who came by. What's up, London and Purplish? Please come back again. We do this every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if maybe you know a couple DJs who are a little bit wary about coming to Twitch, have them tune into the channel. It just gives you great information. And we learn together. The many things we learned between all of us. So yeah, that's good. Great. It's great to see all the DJs here. The more DJs, the better, because as Jess Reynolds said, more people coming over to Twitch helps us all. So yeah, you're welcome. What's up, Freddie V? How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for subscribing, low key. Appreciate that. Okay, we're gonna go. I hope Songbird, can you check for me, or someone check to see how much longer Rich NYCE is gonna go on? Because at least give us another 30 minutes. Can you just see that for me in the background, Justin or Holly or someone? And or Vader Mix, you would know because that's your guy. Do you know how long he's going to be on, Vader Mix? Let me know. So DJ, like here, I want to highlight your comment here because this is something we all struggle with, like imposter syndrome. It's a real thing. It never goes away. And so, we just got to do it. And, there'll always be DJs on here that are more talented than us, me, you, everyone. But we have our own skills and we can do our own thing and speak in our own voice. And that's what people will resonate with. So just keep sharing what you're doing. And you're part of the community now. And just keep at it. Like just what Miss Vale said, just start. And, it's funny because the people who are worried about with the imposter syndrome, they're not even doing it. Like they're scared themselves, or they're scared off by the technology. So it's okay if you recognize it and then, just keep moving forward. I had the same thing with my book. I was like, who am I to write a book? But, I did it and keep moving forward and I'm happy and better because of it. So that's my response to that. But I'm glad you share that because this stops so many people from coming to streaming and really just get started. All right. So hold on. Let me see here. See, I know Mark's the wise voice up from NYC. Yes. Agreed. He's saying, okay, good. We're gonna go raid Rich NYCE. That's cool. Let's get ready. Thank you, Sunshine. Thanks for all the questions. Great interaction. Great to see you all. See you on the stream. So I'm at what day is this now? This is day 49 in a row. We're going to have the whole week, and then we're going to end Saturday. I think it's my day 54. We're going to do a Mariah Day, and yeah, it's going to be great. So see you all throughout the streams, and let's go on a raid. Hold on. And we're going to do, let's see, his little thing over here. Thanks for that gifted sub, Holly. Appreciate it. There. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. See, now y'all want to start a hype train before. We have to wait for the hype train to be over now. We can't go on a raid with the hype train. You're welcome, NYC Dope. If you haven't seen a hype train before and you're on desktop, here it is. So there's a hype train right as we stop. That's hilarious. Thank you, Deneen. Good to see you here. This is hilarious. Hold on. Make sure I didn't miss any questions as well. So we'll see. Let's see how far we get with this hype train. Thank you, NYC Dope, for that. Thank you, Songbird, for the bits. This is so funny. The first time we did a class, there was a hype train. The first class. That was hilarious. And I even raised raised the standards to get a hype train too. We still went. Yes. Daytime. Thank you for the bits. 500 bits. Thank you very much. Thank you, DJ Daz. Thank you, Flawed Glam. Thank you for coming. Please follow if you like. Vince Adams comes through with the 5-pack. Thank you very much, sir. Gifting subs, bits, everything. Thank you very much. We got a Professor Emote coming soon. DJ Ivy LA, who does my emotes, oh, look at you, Justin. Is helping me with the emotes, so that's coming soon. Thank you, Justin, for the 5-pack. Ohio Jimbo, thanks for the 200 bits. We appreciate that. Let's see where we are right now. Woo, this is a hype train in real life. We're gonna get this on tape. We're already at 89% of level 3. Thank you, Flossie, for gifting us sub. Appreciate that. Wow, we're on to level 4. This is great. DJ Eclipse, thank you very much for gifting that sub. DJ Vader Mix, thank you for the bits. DJ Varmar, thank you for those bits as well. Here we go. Level 3 complete. We're on a roll. This is Flawed Glam. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you much. Flawed Glam, since you just sub, put up some of your new emotes in the chat there for us. Heaven's Girl, thank you for gifting that sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love it too, Silver Knight. It's crazy. JS Randall, thank you for the bits. Tanya, California, great to see you. Thank you as well. No said today. This is the class day. NYC dope. Thank you. Oh, that's right, Flogam. You got that Mariah emote. That one and Chuck Brown. I'm telling you. Whew. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Marcia. Little Miss Ruthie for the bits. Where we at? Level 5 already. Wow, 41% level 5. Look at this. Thank you. I agree, Jim. This is crazy. Let's see here. Yes, Vince. Thank you, Tanya. Again for the bits. We're 41%. We got 4 minutes left. We're just cruising on the hype. Thank you, Shelly Shell, for the bits. Appreciate that. Thanks again, Tanya. More bits. DJ Chance, thank you for the bits. Marcia, we're just cruising right on. Thank you for those bits as well. I love that command. I love the hug command. That's a great one too. I love that one too. So let's see here. Laney, thank you for those bits. 300 bits there. 56% level 5. NYC Dope, thank you for those bits. Appreciate it. Yes, Songbird, the babyface one too. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. I know that's crazy, Lisa. That's crazy. Songbird, thank you for those bits as well. Oh, we did it. We're 100% of this one as well. Yes, Eclipse. Where'd you go to school in Buffalo? Rick James. DJ Lowkey, thank you for those bits. Thank you, Grace DC, for the bits. All right. Yes. Thank you all very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for guesting and spending time with us, Vince Adams. We appreciate your wisdom. J Style Sounds, thank you for those bits. Appreciate that. Ooh, we are going. We're over the top. 114%, 115. We're just cruising. Yes, we are there. We're going to raid Buffalo State and University. Awesome. Cool. I had an instructor in school. He was just taking this class. He was from Buffalo too. Selecta, thank you very much for gifting the sub. Appreciate that. GP, if you're here, put your new emotes up in the chat. We're at 130%. What we got? We got 2 minutes left. Then we're going to go on a raid. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that so much. Love. In this class, I have fun. We learn so much together. It's awesome. Hold on. So we'll put this here. Let's see where we at. We're right here. We're there. There. Yes. Awesome. Where we at now? We still 130%. We're just chilling now. 145. We good. I'm looking forward to Survivor Island tomorrow. If you want to qualify for the prize, make sure you put your predictions in the Discord. We'll go over Discord some more next week as well. We covered a lot this week. We cover a lot every week too. Discord, that's really good for the after party. So we're gonna talk about that a lot more next week. Thank you for tuning in, Regina G. So many new faces here as well. Y'all can use the emojis, use the Chuck Brown one. We like using that one. But when we see this professor one, that's going to be a cool one. I can't wait for Ivy to make that one. We got a minute left. We're good. 7:15. It's almost dinner time. We are cruising along. Yes. Yeah, the Chuck Brown one. Thank you, Lenny. Gary Gillespie, I get mine from YouTube. That's where I get my videos from. Yes, but I also have some others I've downloaded from record pools as well. So I have some from record pools as well. Also, I need to learn how do you DJ with the videos through OBS and a Mac if you're not streaming OBS from your DJ computer. If someone knows how to do that, so I have a different computer I stream from than my DJ computer, but I want to do the videos. I tried to get the link that was sent to me. I think Selecta sent me a link, but it didn't work for me. So if you know how to do that, where you can have the videos from your streaming, from your DJ computer, get to your streaming computer, I want to know how to do that as well. And also, if anyone knows a great record pool that has really good R&B and old school R&B, that's good. I used to use late night record pool, but they're a little confusing now. So that's as well. All right, we're done. We did that well. We got the emotes. Awesome. HDMI capture to a second computer. I'm going to whisper you, Silver Knight, and ask you some specific questions. Thanks for sharing that as well. Because I think I need to get a second capture card. I have one capture card for the streaming computer. I got to get a second one as well. Yeah, I sent him a note too. I sent him OP for a note. He sent me back the same thing as well. So you have to use a different computer. That's what I thought. Yeah. It asks about the record pools. All right, we're going to go on a raid here. Thank you all very much. Here we go. We're going to go on our raid. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Thanks, Selecta. Yeah, figure out the raid emotes. That insane level, it's like really hard to get level 5. You need like a lot of money to do that. A lot of it don't do well. Yeah, make sure you refresh. Thank you, D-Man. Good to see you. Are we ready? All right, here we go. We're gonna come in there.